What's good, y'all? We back today with another video. This time I got something a little more informative for y'all than just some gameplay. So, 2K just released patch number 9, and it kind of looks like they didn't just give us the and many more fixes description that they usually give us, which is good. Which is a good start. It looks like number 1 on the patch notes. Matter of fact, let's bring it up. So here we got the first 2 line items from the new patch notes from patch 9. So they addressed the issue where specific animations were getting unequipped, and hot zones are now reflected in both the rec and the park. So for those of you who don't know, when the game first came out, your My Career, NBA hot zones, and your other game modes were all connected. So whatever hotspots you had in the NBA were also the same hotspots that you had in the park, and also the hotspots that you had in the rec. Because I mean, in real life, since technically 2K is, after all, a basketball simulator, so in real life, what NBA player is not gonna have the same hotspots during an NBA game that he would have in the street? You know what I mean? So if Steph Curry's favorite spot is from the left corner, why wouldn't it also be from the left corner anywhere else that he decides to play basketball? If that's his spot, that's his spot. But even though they said that they addressed that, it doesn't sound like they merged your hot spots from the NBA, from your My Career to your park and the rec modes. It kind of sounds like they've merged your rec and your park hotspots into one, which is fine. Maybe hopefully that means that everybody will wind up shooting a little bit better if they got the same hotspots between the 2 modes. I know as far as me, I definitely shoot better in the park than I do when I shoot in rec. I mean, I shoot pretty much the same percent either way, but I definitely feel like I make way more greens in the park than I do in the rec. Obviously, it's a different kind of defense, totally different game mode, but it is what it is. So I guess we'll see after the patch drops and everybody gets it. We'll see if anybody notices the difference.
What I'm saying? They did that shit to me twice.
Now I know everybody is happy that they finally fixed the animation glitch, which means hopefully they fixed everybody's green landing spots in the park. So hopefully now everybody's green animations will work. If you even look at the gameplay here, my green animations don't work. I actually have the moonwalk on. I used to have the Desperado. I've used that. I've used that green animation for the last like 2 or 3 2Ks, and I changed it up because in 2019, in 2K19, you couldn't get the moonwalk animation until you reached like a 98 or something like that, or you had to be like an Elite 2 or something. I don't remember, but that's the one that I have, and it hasn't popped up since I changed it from Desperado. When everybody started having this problem, when I had it on Desperado, because I had that on when the game first dropped, it was fine. But as soon as I changed it, none of the green animations work for me now. There was an easy fix. All you had to do was, well, it wasn't an easy fix for the green landers, but the jump shots, everybody's jump shots was changing back to jump shot 70, all your custom jump shots. And the way that you had to fix it was, whatever jump shot you had to remember, you had to memorize it, which should have been easy because it's your jump shot. And then you had to delete it and then go buy all of the pieces to your jump shot, which was free, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. Buy all the pieces to your jump shot and then remake it, and then you wouldn't have the problem again. So now it looks like they've solved that problem. From what I'm hearing, a lot of people were having problems with their actual animations being
I'm 10 feet away from this
messed up and switching back and forth. I didn't have that problem. The only problem that I had was my jump shot switching and my park landing switching. But I nipped my jump shot problem in the bud as soon as I found out that it happened. Sorry, I had to pause looking at that great defensive effort. Listen, for all you stretch 4s out there, I swear, I don't care what nobody says, that stretch 4 build is terrible. They're not fast enough. Majority of the time, you can cross them up pretty easy. They can't dribble, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the next important item that I noticed from the patch list, like I said, I don't even know if this is the whole patch list because there's very few items on this list. But the next item is this one here. So the rest of this stuff really doesn't matter, but the proper amount of boosts are now consumed upon completing a My Player Nation game. So for those of you who don't know, if you do the math as to how much each of your boosts and each of your Gatorade costs, it's not really that cheap. Like, it's a decent amount of VC. Your boosts are definitely cheaper than your Gatorades are. But you're playing a My Player Nation game, and they're giving you double VC and, you know, double whatever else they're giving you, but they were using 3 boosts and 3 Gatorades per game. So you were getting double VC, but you were losing at least 3, maybe 4,000 in boosts by them taking 3 of your actual boosts and 3 of your Gatorade boosts. Like, they're not cheap. You know, the rest of the stuff, your Ninja headband, nobody really cares. They changed the style. That's fine, whatever. I also did notice that for whatever reason, my shot that I've been using the shot for a while, and I've been pretty green in both modes. Like, I shoot over 50%, but I did notice that there was a little change in my shot. And, you know, LD2K and everybody keeps saying that they never patch shots. They don't patch shots per se. But what happened is they turned up the game speed. So since they turned up the game speed, that's now speeding up your release. So a lot of people who are using Jump Shot 98, which is, you know, a pretty quick release. I want to say there's a quick one, like 33 or 34, something like that. But Jump Shot 98 is a pretty quick base. Now that they sped up the game, a lot of people think that it's broken, but it's not. It's just that the game speed got, you know, it got picked up. So now that already fast base is even faster than it was. So you just got to adjust to it. So it's either change your base or keep the same base and then just practice to get, you know, to time your release a little faster. So, you know, if you notice that you're going into park or the rec and you feel like your shot feels a little off, or you might be missing a little more than usual, because I've been seeing people, you know, I don't see as many greens now as I was seeing prior to the patch. But that's the reason why they sped up the gameplay. So now your release is a little faster. So you guys need to adjust for that. Some more good news that I found out was that we actually got some more songs added to the track list. Now, this is the first. You know, I've been playing 2K for a long time, but this is the first time that they actually updated the track list, and I got it for you right here. So it looks like we're getting a couple new songs, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I thought that was pretty dope. And it says that this is track update number 1, so I guess we're going to be getting a couple new songs in the future as well. So that's pretty, I guess that's a pretty good update to the game. You know, I mean, there's plenty of things that we would all like to see change in the game, but it's obviously not going to happen. The game is out, and they're not going to make no big patch update that fixes everything and addresses everything that everybody wants done in the game. It's just not going to happen. But if you guys look on Twitter, apparently they had a brainstorming session, and they were bringing in a couple of advisors to help them out when it comes to 2K21. So they're getting a pretty decent jump on it now. You know, it's not January yet, and you know, it seems like, you know, they're gonna actually try it with 2021. You know, what I would like to see is some of the YouTubers, Agent Zero, you know, people like that. I would like to see some of them inside of that brainstorming session, because a lot of them know what it is that we want to see. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, GG guys, you know, we destroyed these dudes. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay. I hope y'all got some news that you wanted to hear, or at least some informative information for you. You know, I'm gonna do a couple more news stories in the future as news comes out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, anything that you possibly can do to support me. I greatly appreciate it. Chuck2Cray on all platforms. I'm out.